Good day. We are the team Mexemorphosis. We design a hotel elevator that can operate in 4 floors. The group followed the standard elevator type, which has 2 classifications according to the rated load. Type 1, which has rated load starting from 320 kg up to 800 kg. And Type 2, which has more than 800 kg up to 1,600 kg rated load. The group considered following Type 2. Layouts for standard elevators are also classified. The group follows arrangement C with the car having side opening door and the conveyor weight located at one side. Our elevator has a capacity of 14 persons and has a maximum load of 1,050 kg. The design is composed of elevator components. The car, composing of the door, car floor, walls, front panel, operating pane, handrail, balustrade, and emergency trap exit. The frame, composing of guide rails, counterweight, guide rollers, the hoist and pulleys, the car sling composing of upper transom and lower transom, and the brackets.
Traditional elevators are widely used globally, which enables easy access and mobility to different levels of multi-storied building. Despite of its mass production, smart elevators offer higher advantages over it, such as higher energy efficiency, low weight, more design freedom, and better utilization of hoistway space. The cost in installation in terms of contractual time and materials are also less. No well holes to be drilled, no pits to be waterproof, and no requirements for a structural machine room style. Though there are still some disadvantages, the use of alternate configuration with the drive housed in hoistway at top or bottom locations eliminates majority of it with machine room-less drivers. Lower cost inspection and maintenance over the elevator lifetime will also encourage widespread of use of the highly efficient smart elevator.
Hi, I'm Lea Raquel Malata of the Mexemorphosis. I am here to discuss about the guide shoes and guide rails. So first, let's discuss guide rails. Guide rails are steel tracks that run the length of the hoistway, round and form sections with guiding surfaces to guide and direct the course of travel of an elevator car, and elevator counterweights and usually mounted on the sides of the hoistway. While guide shoes are devices used mainly to guide the car and counterweights along the path of the guide rails. They also assure that the lateral motion of the car and the counterweight is kept at a minimum as they travel along the guide rails. So the guide shoes has 2 different types. The first is the roller guides. Roller guides are guide shoes which use 3 sets of rollers that rotate on guide rails, while sliding guides is simply slide along the faces of the rails. The sliding insert or give may be metal, requiring the guide rails to be lubricated, and may be plastic material which is self-lubricating. For the control system of the elevator, I am assigned the elevator operation together with Ethel. This is the system where the on-off, hold, bypass, and reset and cancel of the elevator controls is settled. Elevator operation is the brain of the elevator. Thank you.
What is a car operating panel? A car operating panel is a control unit responsive to the pushes of the upper floor input button, lower floor input button, and confirmation button for generating a command registration of the said destination floor to a car controller. What is a handrail? A handrail is a rail that is designed to be grasped by the hand so as to provide stability or support. Handrails are commonly used while ascending or descending stairways, escalators, and elevators in order to prevent injuries, falls. Handrails are typically supported by posts or mounted directly to walls. What is an emergency trap exit? An emergency exit door is disposed on a side wall of an elevator which emergency exit door is hinged at its top edge and its bottom edge, with pin hinges in the sidewall structures of the elevator car. For practical reasons, the hinge cannot be disposed exactly on the second edge of the emergency exit door, in which case, when turning the door around its hinge line inwards into the elevator car, the edge of the floor on the other side of the hinge line turns to outside elevator of the car. What is safety top balustrade? A safety top balustrade for a car of a machine roomless elevator which moves in a hoistway on a wall of which the controller of the elevator is secured. Said balustrade comprising, it is a fixed structure comprising a plurality of vertical uprights fixed at interval near edge of the car roof and at least 2 horizontal tubular guardrails.
The task assigned to me is to design the hoistway, pulleys, and brackets. Hoistway is the shaft that encompasses the elevator car. Hoistway is the space enclosed by fireproof walls and elevator doors for the travel of one or more elevators. It includes the pit and terminals at the underside of the overhead machinery space, floor or grating, or at the underside of the root where the hoistway does not penetrate the roof. Hoistway is composed of guide rails for both the car and the counterweight, suspension ropes, landing door, and buffers in the pit. Buffer is a device designed to stop a descending car or counterweight beyond its normal limit to soften the force with which the elevator runs into the pit. Suspension ropes are suspensions means for car and counterweight which are represented by steel wire ropes. Hoisting cables are generally 3 to 6 in numbers. These ropes are usually 1/2 inches or 5/8 inches in diameter.
I'm Darlin Mendoza from Team Mexemorphosis. I'm responsible for the design of an elevator car. Car walls, car door, car floor, and the front panel. There are many design features which an elevator manufacturer can vary, and one of the considerations that must be considered is the elevator car dimensions and also the load. To prevent the overloading of the car by the persons, the available area of the car shall be limited and related to the nominal overrated load of the elevator. The number of passengers shall be obtained from rated load over 75, where 75 represent the average weight of a person in kilogram. For the dimensions, the car width, the horizontal dimensions between the inner surfaces of the car walls parallel to the front entrance. For the car height, the inside vertical distance between the entrance threshold and the constructional roof of the elevator car. Light fittings and false ceilings are accommodated with this dimension. For the car depth, the horizontal dimensions between the inner surfaces of the car walls measured at the right angles to the car width. For the car floor shall have the same size of the car width and the depth. The floor of an elevator car shall have sufficient mechanical strength to sustain forces which will be applied during normal operation. For the front panel assembly, it defines the door opening, the height, and the location.
I am Ethel of Ramos from Team Mexemorphosis. For the mechanical design of our elevator, I will be discussing the 3D design of the car sling. The car sling is composed of 3 main parts: the upper transom, the lower transom, and the side sling. This will basically serve as the main frame that will hold the elevator car during the process. Car sling is load carrier element in the elevator car as well as its function of isolating vibrations due to running. Well, for the internal control, I am in charge of the elevator operations. This is about the actuators to be used in the closing and the opening of the doors, the safety operations of the elevator, the features of the elevator such as the uninterrupted power source, the alarm or emergency protocol of the elevator, and this will also include the user interface present in the system. Thank you.